You might want the script to run at user pace, which is generally the case. When you're running in debug mode, you might want to switch off all pacing so that you're not left waiting whilst the script is waiting to time out to move on to your next line of code. Logging there, you can specify the amount of logging that you want to take place during your running. During your analysis and debugging, you would want your logs switched on. During your actual test execution, you would want the logs switched off. Think time. There, again, there's another component where you can determine how long you want the script to pause in between each iteration to emulate a user that may be, say, taking a call, finishing a call, typing up some notes, and then selecting another caller that's waiting on a call queue. So you can emulate real-time activity. There are various other additional attributes. You have network speed simulation, where you can simulate network speed. You have various internet protocols where you can determine it, where you can, again, emulate whether you're coming through a proxy or not. Any other internet preferences that are default, say, for your company. Any download filters, and any content checking that you may or may not have switched on. You have all this versatility, and this is just from just one screen within LoadRunner. Another snapshot I wanted to show you. This is a snapshot of the controller screen during a test execution. And on this screen alone, there are scenario groups that you can see. I'm looking at the screen here. It's not as clear as I would like it to be, but it is showing the gist of what I want to demonstrate. On the top right screen there, you have a scenario status that's telling you how many users are running, how long the script has been running for, the hits per second count. So these are some metrics that have been put into this test. How many transactions have passed, how many transactions have failed. You have some graphs there that are showing you from the top left there the number of users that are actually running in this scenario, and as you can see there, the number of users has been ramped up over a specific time, so we're emulating more and more users coming onto the system, gradually increasing load. To the right of that, there's transaction response times, where you can see that as the system comes under load, there are various monitors there which are automatically being collected, so you're not having to run separate monitoring software for this. Then bottom left, there's a hit rate screen, so you can see the number of hits per second that this particular application is undergoing. And then to the right of that, there's a throughput screen. So again, you can actually see very clearly the amount of throughput for this particular application. So in one screen, you have all this runtime information, the throughput, hit rates, response times, the sort of information that is absolutely critical when you are undergoing performance testing. From a Testhouse perspective, these are just some of the companies that have benefited from the Testhouse service offering. I'm going to be handing you back to Mel in a short while, and probably be able to talk to you more about some of the Testhouse experiences. But basically, these are some of the clients that we've worked with. So companies like EasyJet, MedOffice, the merchant banks there, JP Morgan, ING, Deutsche, Premier Finance, Sky, BBC, financial institutions there. The tool partners, as you can see there, again, we've got partnerships with HP. Testhouse was made a gold partner in 2008. That's been held over for 2009 and 10. Also in partnership with Microsoft, we are beta testing their Visual Studio, their latest offering, on several client sites, feeding that back to Microsoft. So there's an excellent relationship. We get a lot of support from Microsoft. We get a lot of support from HP and from Gomez, as you can see there. So basically, these are tool partners that we collaborate with and work with to ensure that not only do we get the best from them in tool usage, but we're able to pass on their support and knowledge to our clients to ensure the success of the projects that we get involved in here. Okay, that's the end of this webinar. I hope you're all still awake and haven't